That's not moving. I'm just crazy. Unless it's moving. Am I crazy? Hey, so welcome back to my channel. This week I wanted to give like a little tour of my bullet journal. It's something that I've really been motivated to work on lately. I find it very soothing. I really like the aspect of being able to flip through and use it to focus on goals. I'm using it to keep track of things better, because normally I just kind of like let things happen, and then I would receive an email saying that, oh, your bill is due tomorrow, and I don't have the money for it. So I'm really liking the aspect of maintaining things and kind of keeping myself more organized. I love being organized, as messy as I let my house get. I really like when things are just in their right spot. I'm sure everyone's the same way. I'm not some special person who is the only person who likes to keep things organized, but I'm a Virgo, so if Jenna Marbles can use that as an excuse for something, I can too. Just saying. But I hope you enjoy the flip through of my bullet journal, and enjoy. Okay guys, welcome to my bullet journal. I'm really excited to show it off. I've been really into just working with my bullet journal. I've been, taking a look over it every night, making sure that I'm keeping on track with habits that I'm trying to keep track of. So let me just take you on a tour of February. So my February cover page, I just doodled some little hearts on there, and then I chose a 2-page layout for a monthly calendar. I have my work hours in pink, and then on the side there I wanted to keep track of my paychecks. I get paid every Friday, and then so I'm doing that to keep track of my spending. Also in red I have written bill due dates. I actually have a lot due on Saturday. So yeah, this is just where I keep track of if I were to have any type of appointments, but it's mostly just work days, work hours, and bill due dates. Immediately on this next page, I want to keep track of daily tasks. So each day has its own little spot, and I drew in some dots there. But I just want to keep track of daily goals or just little tasks that need done. It doesn't necessarily have to be anything big, but I figured having a comprehensible spot to put daily tasks would be a good idea. Flipping over to the next page, I got rid of the little dots on each page. I realized I didn't really like those, and I feel like it kind of makes it look a little cleaner without those dots, and it gives it more of like a free form. And then right there on the side, I have notes written in, just like little reminders, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a daily task. Flipping over to the next page, you can immediately see where I messed up. These next couple of pages are going to be for habit tracking, and you can clearly see where I put, oops, messed up, LOL, and I'm glad that it actually ended up looking kind of cute. Normally my handwriting does not look that good. When I first started trying to get myself into bullet journaling, I used to be very focused on not messing up, and I would spend way too much time just trying to do a simple thing. So I'm really kind of letting myself go and understanding that mistakes will happen. So that tracker I was going to put in on that last page is now here on the side. It's going to be for mood, water, sleep, and steps. And then right there on the left is on a sliding scale of 1 to 10. Then along the bottom is the days of the month, and it's going to end up looking really cool. It's going to be a line graph with different colors, and I think that it'll just be a really interesting way to look at my progress throughout the month. On this next page is a more detailed habit tracker. It still has the days of the month along the top, But then on the right, it has different habits that I'm trying to keep track of, or just things that need to be taken care of around the house, such as vacuuming. So it's not just habits. Like sometimes I want to make sure that I vacuum once or twice a week, and I realize I go probably 2 weeks occasionally without vacuuming. So I can always reference this little booklet here whenever I get a daily chore done and see when that was done last. Living alone, I'm really focusing on maintaining a clean environment for myself. I found that maintaining a cleaner home helps keep my mind clear and kind of keeps some of my depression at bay. So I really want to use a positive reinforcement when it comes with my trackers, and kind of be able to look back and see, how things are looking. I think this will look really neat as the day is done. As I finish a task or I focus on a habit, I'll just fill in the little square along the day that it was done right next to the habit, and I think that will look really interesting as well. Sliding right into these next 4 pages, they are going to be blank, and I decided to leave them blank for a free-form way to keep track of my food. I'm not necessarily keeping track of calories. That's very toxic for me and my mindset, but I wanted to keep track of what I'm eating and try and make more mindful decisions. So I thought I would give a shot of writing down everything that I eat. Again, I can't do calories. That's way too negative of a mindset for me. I have a bad history with that. So I figured a freeform way of keeping track of my food would be nice. This next page is all colorful and pretty, and that is going to be kind of like a checkbook without writing checks, meaning that I have date, description, cost, and balance written in. And I just want to make a more focused effort of what I'm spending and where my money's going. I'm trying to maintain different things, and I'm really focusing this year. As you saw on my dream board, I really want to focus on how I'm spending my money. I'm tired of living, paycheck to paycheck and just kind of scooting by and then buying myself a t-shirt whenever I get stressed out. So I really want to focus on buying more quality things. I'm not necessarily on a no spend year. I know that some people do that, but I'm just focusing on making sure that my money is going to places that it needs to be, and I want to be more responsible with how I'm taking care of me, myself, and my finances. So I decided to do this little grid pattern. It's based almost like a checkbook, and then I have different alternating colors. I saw this on Google Images when I was looking at spending trackers for bullet journals. I thought this looked really nice. Although coloring in each line with a highlighter is a little bit tedious, but those are the breaks, I guess. This is the last bit of February's bullet journal. I already started another log because I realized since I've already started it, I'm gonna need way more space than I thought I would. So I might find a different way to do this next month, but for now, this will be the last few pages in my bullet journal. So there's plenty of room for me to continue. Right there on the side, I kind of overestimated how many dots I would need. So that's that. And, that's all of February. And I'm really proud that this is already set up. I think I had this set up before the end of, definitely before the end of January. I think I still had, this was like the middle of January by the time I got it finished. The whole thing's blank. I really like the size of this bullet journal. Again, I got it from Staples during a back to school sale. It's pretty much empty right now. In the back, I do have where I was trying out page ideas or highlighters and pens. I don't have anything really important back there. And then I just have some more markers and stuff I was trying to test out. I like how it came with a bookmark in the back, and it has little stencils. I don't really use the stencils. It's a 7-inch ruler. I tried using the stencils when I first tried bullet journaling, and that was back in August of 2019, but I didn't like how they looked. I didn't like the layout. I didn't like how August looked at all. I really wasn't able to get myself focused on bullet journaling until this past January, to be quite honest. So I'm really proud of what I have so far. I think it's a good start. You know, it looks good. I like having something to sit down to at the end of the day and kind of giving my focus over to something else. It kind of reminds me of schoolwork, but like in a way more positive way. When I was in school, I didn't care like at all, but I really enjoy sitting down with my bullet journal and just looking over the day, reflecting. At the beginning of the days now, I've started physically journaling my thoughts, and you know, that's been pretty nice too. I really like carving out that time for just myself and not getting distracted by outside things. So I definitely appreciate you guys sitting through this video with me. I had a really good time making it, and thank you for watching. Bye. So I just want to take a second to admire the setup that I had for my bullet journal recording video. I needed something to elevate my phone, and the only thing that I had long enough for the space required was my shoe stand. And then this is how I set it up to eliminate the glare from my window. I'm an actual crazy person, and now I have to clean all this up.